Welcome to a new interview in our INFOENERGETICS platform. Today we are glad to be part of Energyear Italy 2025, and it is a pleasure for me to talk with Paolo Tusa from OX2. Again, Paolo, how are you?
Fine, and thanks for the invite, Andres.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit more about the activity of OX2.
Yes, we were basically a pure developer.
Okay.
So developing construction and selling assets. Since November last year, we have been acquired by EQT, one of the largest private fund globally. And so we changed our business model and we are converting into IPP.
Okay.
We are already constructing our own parks, wind parks and PV parks all over Europe and Australia.
Okay.
And also in Italy, we have quite strong growth plan for selling electricity, so becoming a pure IPP.
Okay, interesting. And what is your vision about the solar sector here in Italy?
Solar sector and also combined with batteries I think it's probably the best market at the moment globally.
Yes.
We have seen recently the Maxe with quite low prices, but other than Maxe there will be other route to markets in the country. There are, I think, the best fundamentals because it's a country where we're still depending a lot on gas, so we need to change that and having more penetration from renewables, also coming from the national plants and everything is clear, the path. And so we have the highest electricity price in Europe at the moment, so I think it's the best place to be in this moment.
Oh, interesting.
And for the coming years, of course.
Yes, of course, I totally agree. Do you think, does it make sense nowadays in Italy to develop a solar farm without energy storage systems? There is a space for both.
Well, I would say Italy is it's a bit different than other countries where there are a lot of negative prices and a lot of curtailments. I mean, the system is much more reliant. But on the other side, so it's and also this way that Terna developed and designed the Maxe system should mitigate those risks. So in terms of having co-location is not like other countries, but still. BESS also to be used to edge what you have in our portfolio in terms of wind, solar, will be very nice way of controlling and better planning your electricity that you produce in the future. So we strongly believe in BESS. Also the price that we see in the reduction of the batteries will make probably BESS no-brainer in 1 or 2 years everywhere. But also the system, the grid is designed in the way you need to ask for the permission for having the grid together with the PV system is not ideal at the moment, as you have to sum up the two capacities. So it's not the real way, but having a standalone BESS and then mixing up with your portfolio, that will be probably the best way to go. Great.
And to achieve these goals, what are the main challenges?
Well, main challenges we have in Italy is always, I would say, the permitting side.
I know.
Grid. I mean, these are the hot topics probably in most of the markets.
Yeah, but everybody says permitting.
But yeah, I mean, complexity in Italy through permitting is that we're waiting for some new changes also on the grid side because the grid is really virtually saturated. Too many requests, more than 300 gigawatt of requests, and we have 90 gigawatt, 100 gigawatt to deliver. So that's needed, but that will create a lot of uncertainties as you will not have the grid secured until you authorize the project. So really, we as industry leaders and stakeholders, we have to be much more prepared and much better looking in how to plan. So that would be a change. I think. It's not a market for everybody. I mean, I see many new entrants or people coming back, but it's not an easy market. But I think with the right know-how and setup, it's a very interesting one.
Okay, we will see. So, Paolo, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to talk to you.
Very nice to meet you, and
thank you
thanks
so much
for the invitation.
I hope you find interesting this interview, and if you want to know more about OX2, you can find company's link here below, and see you in the next interview.